Hello, I'm going to talk to you about building blocks, which are the fundamental entities that are used to create architectures, products, and solutions. So, your entire big architecture can actually be built using n number of building blocks, and building blocks can potentially end up creating architectures and solutions. So, building blocks can be related to business, IT, architecture, or any such capability that you're trying to build. So, potentially, uh, as per the definition in TOGAF, an enterprise architecture framework, building is a potentially reusable part that or component that can be used to build IT, business, or architectural capability that finally fits into an architecture or solution. So building block can be looked at something like this. So this is a cube which has multiple blocks of different shapes and sizes. So if you see, all of this put together makes the building block, and there are blocks of various sizes in this. So you actually have a tiny block here, a big block, a small block, and so on. So it's got multiple blocks. So altogether it looks like a square now. But if you see, that itself is composed of many blocks internally. So you could actually use the concept of a building block to build any kind of architecture or solution. So it's a fundamental component that goes into something that's potentially reusable, meaning we could use this small piece of square in itself. It is a complete square, but if it sits along with this, it becomes part of this whole big entity, and so on. So basically, building blocks can be built using other building blocks. They can be built using a sub-assembly of building blocks. They package a certain functionality. And then they have interfaces exposed to itself that it looks like a black box. So that's the level of abstraction that you can have, that you can potentially use it to build other building blocks in products and solutions. So let us say that you've got one of the components. So this is a banking software accounting product. So this component is used for as a data connector, and this one is perhaps the validation layer for the business tier, and this one is used for reporting, and this one is used for auditing and logging. So if that is the situation, you can build an entire accounting software. Let's say this is the accounting software. This could be the reporting module. This could be the database connectivity layer. This could be the business tier, and this could be the auditing layer. This could be the caching layer. This could be the printing and the technical interface layer. So you could have all of these things that are there embedded within the product that will help you to build big architecture. So a building block is an abstraction of a certain packaged functionality that can be used to build large architectures and solutions. So that is the whole concept of a building block. And typically building blocks are generally seen in enterprise architectures as at the architecture level and at the solution level. And you could fundamentally have stakeholders as building blocks. So if a person is, let us say, approving the loans, so he is the approver. So there is a teller, there is an approver, there is a banker. So you could have many stakeholders who are actually part of, let us say, a banking ecosystem. Then these stakeholders, or if it is, let us say, a process such as mining, and the mining operations person can also be seen as a building block, because he represents a part of the functionality within the architecture that he is responsible for, perhaps the ore extraction and then delivery of the ore from the catchment area to the point where it gets segregated into fine ore and metal and so on. So he represents a certain functionality which can be replicated in the architecture. So that is the reason why he becomes quite a useful part and potentially reusable part in the architecture. And extending the same logic, you could have a document, a certain process, a technical business functionality. Those can also be looked as building blocks. So you have a data backup process, a data archival process, so which you can repeatedly reuse in the architecture repeatedly over a period of time to get things done.